the 1886 barbershop in Somersworth, you're treated to a haircut and a show.
When I first came in, I didn't really believe what I was looking at.
In between a trim and a shave, Ryan Perry feasts his eyes on the hundreds of peculiar pieces that hang on the shop's walls and fill its shelves.
Everything tells a story in here. Just like every customer has a story, all the pieces in here have a story as well.
Jesse Van Dynes owns the barbershop and oddities parlor.
I get to do both things that I love, cut hair and, yeah, display my oddities.
He's an eclectic curator. The stranger the item, the better.
I love creepy dolls. I'm a fan of creepy dolls, for sure. And old taxidermy. I love really bad taxidermy. We've got a taxidermied armadillo in the shop right now, a taxidermied fox.
As your chair swivels around, you'll catch a glimpse of eerie characters, horror movie props, and random bones.
This is definitely a little bit more on the eclectic side, given some of the antiquities that they have here. Definitely a different vibe, really cool.
Angel is a first-timer. He's getting the full workup. Completely unfazed by the spirit hanging out over his left shoulder. But Jesse's co-worker gets a little spooked.
I definitely feel like I'm being watched a little bit. That thing right behind you, that statue right there, if you take that mask off, its eyes are beating right at me. So we had to put that Gene Simmons mask on before I got a little too uncomfortable.
Joey Visconti really frets when he has to close up the shop at night.
I shut the lights off, I run right out the door, I lock the door. I don't even mess around in here.
Yeah, he's a scaredy cat. Yeah.
The freakiness is part of the charm for regular Ryan Perry.
My favorite part about coming in here is finding the new items that he's acquired since the last time that I was in. It's like a Where's Waldo, a museum of interesting oddities.
So some of the more unique pieces we've got in here is this morning piece. This is morning art. This is actually dating from 1891. It's casket handles from a French man's casket.
By the way, most of this oddball stuff is for sale. A little dark art to go with that new do. The city of Rochester just got a lot more colorful. Artwork is popping up all over town.
Rochester is in revitalization mode. Everybody's talking about downtown vibrancy, and that means art, that means color, it's murals, it's sculptures.
Matt Wyatt is behind the transformation.
Rochester doesn't always have the best reputation, but I think we're changing that because we're enhancing the visual landscape by infusing fine art into everyday places.
Matt was born and raised in Rochester and took up art as a kid. He moved back to the Lilac City after art school and jobs in other states. He's determined to make art accessible to everyone.
I was really interested in bringing art to New Hampshire rather than having to always travel to go see it somewhere else.
So 8 years ago, Matt and a friend founded the Rochester Museum of Fine Arts. It's located in the community center, and admission is free. 200 pieces of art, mostly by local folks, are on permanent display. And a special gallery showcases the work of rotating artists from all around the world.
A museum that doesn't have big marble columns in a big fancy building somewhere with a huge endowment, it's like, it's hard for people to understand that, but cut to 8 years later, I think now we see all this great support and people are coming in, people are donating their own money and time to help us along, people are sponsoring us now. It's surreal to see that.
Matt, who works full-time as a producer and publicist for the Rochester Opera House, donates his time too, securing exhibits like this one for the City Library. So these are some well-known prints.
Yeah.
Works by preeminent rock and roll photographer Bob Gruen, who let Rochester keep 3 pieces.
He's worked with everybody like Tina Turner and Led Zeppelin and obviously John and Yoko. He was their personal photographer throughout the 70s. And these are iconic photos, you know, that were made into posters and mass produced. But we have the real deal, signed and everything.
On another wall, the well-known Macintosh icons, famously designed for Apple back in the 1980s by Susan Kare.
It's really cool to be able to work with these types of artists that I never thought that I would ever work with.
You'll find more public art adorning vacant storefronts. Book covers line the windows of the abandoned Hoffman Furniture Building, a colorful way to beautify a downtown eyesore.
I think by having art around, it just makes people feel a sense of hope